Okay, it's time for another update. Have some interesting new things going on, and so we're gonna go over them. So this is Sheila's enclosure. Used to be scorpions. I need to redo some of the paint, obviously. We'll get to that. I have a little clip showing Sheila from earlier when I did a feeding. She lives under this rock. She's a little sweetheart. She comes out and basks in her her heat ceramic heat lamp up here in the evening. So I will hopefully be able to catch a glimpse of that and add that to this video before I upload it tonight. But just kind of give you guys a sense of what it's looking like. You can see in the back here, there's a bunch of beans. I had a bean beetle colony to feed her when she was just a baby. That has sort of served its purpose, so I just threw them all in here. I'll let the cleanup crew dig them out, and there are still a few bean beetles here and there that she picks off every once in a while. These large large leafy things are lentils. They're growing kind of a little viney thing up to the top. Nobody eats them anymore now that scorpion's out, so they're just sort of growing. Eventually they'll wither up and die. There's a bean in there also that seems to have taken root, so we'll see how that goes. And then we've still got our ogre's ear jade, which is making slow progress, and our silver coral, which also looks very pretty, and then a few grasses over here. But yeah, otherwise nothing new. I do feed her mealworms, a few small crickets every once in a while. She does eat the bean beetles, and then I throw soldier fly larvae in there occasionally also, which she loves. Okay, so then we'll move on. Here's Sheila hanging out under her heat lamp. Hi, honey. Something that does have a big change. You can see that big bark piece in there. I found that on my excursion today. So that'll be a nice big flat basking spot. Get a little bit warmer. His spot was not quite getting to the heat that I wanted it to. Scorpion is also not out right now. Putting that piece of bark in there kind of made him nervous. So again, hopefully I'll be able to catch some video of him later, ideally some of him eating. But if I don't, I do want to show you guys this. Obviously the garden is very lush, lots of stuff to eat in here now. Down here we've got greens, there's still millet grass around, obviously bean leaves, and a few other things here and there, including the basil, which is still kicking, and I use for cooking, which is delicious. But I'm going to focus kind of in here. You can see the lentils and the beans are definitely Scorpion's favorite. There are chunks taken out of everything. He's stripped some of these plants completely bare. So this is really working. I don't have to feed Scorpion at all. I do occasionally give him some like Swiss chard and dandelion greens and stuff like that, but it's not really necessary. There's plenty of calcium and other nutrients in what he is eating from here. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how that's working. That was a really exciting project that I updated on my last major video, and it's going really well. If anyone wants to try this, it's a lot of fun. And just getting to see Scorpion eat kind of in a more natural way. I still haven't gotten good video of it yet, but it's really satisfying, and it seems like Scorpion, the Uromastyx, is very much enjoying this setup. It's a lot less me putting my hands in and out of its enclosure. Obviously my smell is going to be less. All I have to do is really spray it with water every once in a while, and the only issue I have are some fungus flies, but I'm sure the spiders will come in shortly and take care of that now that it's warming up. So next on the list is the Karsten's Girdled lizard enclosure. You can see they are hanging out here. The other one I think is hiding from me because again I put a new addition. It's a big round piece of bark which attaches this middle tier section, this cliff, to the larger branches above. So it will make it easier for them to access the branches because, as you can see, often the crickets end up here on the screen, and this will give them a much easier opportunity to hunt them. Now, in addition to that, if you didn't see my last video, I added some extra wood in here. There's lots of leaf litter, and you know, I've been operating this as a dry, you know, sort of dry period enclosure for the last few months because that's what they would be dealing with in you know, the real world in terms of matching it to our atmosphere and the humidity that's in the air. So now it's spring here and it's time to get things a little wetter. So in addition to all of this, I have a little toolbox full of fun things I gathered from the forest that we're going to add, and we'll go through that. Okay, so I'm going to pull this out first. So this is a toolbox I keep in the back of my car, and I just went to the river today and we got all kinds of good stuff. Not sure what we're going to be able to see here from the get-go because probably most everything is trying to hide. But got tons of leaf litter, you know, some seed pods, things like that, some rotten wood, and all of this is going to go into the Karsten's Girdled lizard enclosure. Now, in addition to the non-living material, there are also several isopods, a centipede. Obviously we've got a little earthworm here. There are several larger versions of that. There's even a couple snails in there. Who knows what else. I am not one to worry too much about, you know, a few mites or something. Probably not going to be that big a deal. Hey, you stay in there. Yes, I need you. And yeah, so I'm going to transfer this all into the Karsten's Girdled lizard enclosure. And first I kind of want to go through it and see what all we have. So I'm just kind of start removing stuff and we'll see what we can see. There should be several spiders in here. I'm not going to go through the leaf litter specifically, that'll take forever. I did have, oh, see, yeah, here we got a big old earthworm. And here's a spider. Ooh, I think now is on my hand. Nope. Got a lot of isopods there, so nice little haul. Let's see on this thing if we got anything. Yep, we got some more isopods there. Underside of this cool little, it's like a hide log type thing. Let's see what else. Yeah, here's that. Come on, buddy. Oh, I know it. You don't want to be grabbed. That big old worm. Go in to help mush up all this into the soil. And then I got some soil from that area. There's also some moss mixed in there. You know, if it grows, great. I'm just putting it in there to help give something for the isopods to eat. So you get kind of the gist of it. There's probably some more in here that I could dig up, but I don't want to spend too much time going through this. Just kind of something fun you can do to include more invertebrates into your ecological enclosure. So I'm gonna add everything in, and then I'll give you a video of what happens there at the end. Okay. Now we're gonna take big handfuls. Start dumping here in the front. I don't get bit by a centipede because there's one in here. This is our new look. As you can see, a lot more leaf litter. Got a little more action going on back there with the extra rock. And then of course we've got our new big basking thing. Hope you guys enjoy it.